Oh, slow down.
I'll move.
Just gotta hit the record button here.
Got a lot of rules
We're
here,
on.
Jack.
Yeah, I do.
A lot of rules.
A lot of rolls and rules.
Okay, all right. Call the meeting to order. Approval of the minutes, May 7th, 2025. Get a second?
He can't,
Second.
he can't because he wasn't here.
Well, I can.
Yeah.
Can I?
You
As the
can.
chairman, can I second? Okay. Second. All in favor? Opposed, so move. Old business, 1400 Broad Street.
You received a letter in your packet and you actually have it with you on the backside. So again, they're still working through. This has been a number of extensions for them. So I told them that, you know, they're getting kind of, you know, past the point, almost like 2 years of their construction period. So it's probably going to be the last. So they understood. And
Yeah, and they,
It's so tough to get anybody moved.
well, they had, as you read in the letter, and I looked at previous letters, they were going back and forth with National Grid because they have to have
Oh, yeah.
a brand new service, you know, for the entire building.
enough said. So,
She hasn't been delaying.
No,
I'm not-
No. I think she's moving right along. It's just, she's
Yeah.
busy.
Yeah, you're right.
Slow.
Yeah.
New Hartford's milled a whole bunch of streets. I don't know who they hired, but it's been over a month.
Mhm.
They're having a hard time with help.
That's
Yeah.
terrible.
It is everywhere.
And you're riding over all these, they're not protecting.
And now you're getting into school construction season, so all your skilled trades are focusing on that.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
John, can you hear us?
I can. You guys hear me?
Let's move this for, all
Yep.
right. Can I get a motion to extend the second? Can you second that one or no?
Yes, he can.
Second.
All in favor? Aye. Opposed? So moved. All right, Jack.
Okay, I sent the packet out for DePaul Columbia Square, similar to their starting line project that is over on Dwyer. They're going to transform the Columbia Square area that has been a little fallow lately, not much activity there. So with us is John Penna, who is the attorney for DePaul. John, if you want to talk about the project a little bit, what you anticipate with it, the clientele or the consumers that will be occupying it that you're looking for, and then to answer any questions that we may have. So.
Sure. Happy to. Thanks, Jack. Good morning, everyone. So I'm John Penna, the general counsel at DePaul Properties. A little bit about DePaul Properties. We're a not-for-profit. We own, develop, and manage affordable housing and special needs supported housing throughout New York State. We've got a project, as Jack indicated, Columbia Starting Line Apartments, rather, located in the city of Utica. This project, which we're calling the Columbia Square project, is located right on the corner of Whitesboro Street and Saratoga Street. That's going to be the focal point of the project. It consists of 2 buildings housing 66 units. The main building, which is the focal point of the project, will sit right on that corner of Saratoga Street and Whitesboro. The project has received final site plan approval back in April of 2024 for 66 units. It's going to be a mix of supportive housing and affordable housing. Affordable to folks ranging from 30% AMI up to 50% AMI, which in Oneida County is approximately $40,000, $40,500. The project will consist of a mix of studios, 1 bedrooms, 2 bedrooms, and 3 bedrooms. We offer, as with all of our projects, and Starting Line is no different. We offer an all-inclusive rent, which is inclusive of utilities, Wi-Fi, internet access, laundry, and access to all project-related amenities, community space, transport, for folks who need transportation to appointments and whatnot. So that's a little bit about the project. Rents will range anywhere between approximately $700 a month to $1,100 a month, depending on the size of the unit. It's approximately a $35 million project. As far as job creation goes, the project itself will employ at least five full-time folks, property manager, maintenance, who will be, all of whom will be on site. And then in addition to that, obviously it's a large construction project, bringing construction jobs to the local trades in the area, as well as DePaul, as with Starting Line and all of our projects. We do a third party or outsource a number of site and building services, from security services to refuse removal and janitorial services as well, among others, landscaping and others. So that's a little bit about the project. I can open up at this point, I think, to any questions.
John, I have one, because I know that John Buffa, who is not with us today, is a local banker and one of our board members. He had asked about is there a big difference between this and the lofts at Globe Mill as far as potential tenants? I see that you have some affordable units. What is there any special qualifications for them that differentiates them between just a typical affordable units, typical affordable units that are in that area?
I'm not specifically familiar with that project that you referred to, but I wouldn't. So I can't say for sure. But income obviously is one of the main factors for eligibility. And then, as I mentioned, there's also a mix of supportive units in this project, similar to Starting Line Apartments. Those supportive units are going to support folks within mental health recovery, as well as frail seniors under the Empire State Supportive Housing program. And what that program does is provide housing coupled with housing supports to help facilitate folks who are in recovery from mental illness to be able to live independently. So provides essentially case management along with some rental assistance.
What's your timeline on construction?
So if we're going to be submitting the project for funding through the state's RFP, which we don't have a definitive date on when that will be released. We believe, though, based on last year, that it will be released sometime midsummer. RFP will be due, if that happens, we would expect it would be due sometime in August or early September. And then we would expect that awards would be issued in early February of 2026. So we would be looking to start then approximately 120 days from that point. So I would approximate start date, as long as that time frame holds, approximate start date would be in June. Late May, early June of 2026, we'd be looking at approximately 18 to 20 months of construction then to get it built.
And have you gotten any indication from New York State, because you weren't able to secure 9% in the past round? has New York State provided any, pat on the back to say, look, the next one is, you'll get, or is it still just up in the air and subject to whatever?
Yeah, unfortunately, we can never, there's never any guarantees with this, but we've received as much verbal support and encouragement from the state to continue to pursue this project as we have any of our other successful projects that we've gotten built throughout the state. So all indications that we've received are very positive and very encouraging as far as an eventual award. It is obviously it's a competitive process, but we're used to that. We feel that we're well positioned for an award this next round.
Okay.
Do you guys own the properties or the land where you're planning to develop this on?
We do. It's approximately an 18 parcel assemblage. We did acquire all of the property, so it's currently under our ownership.
Okay. And what happens if you guys don't get this tax break?
Well, the tax break, I wouldn't necessarily characterize it as that.
What happens if you don't get this financial incentive?
So it does make the project more difficult to operate from a financial standpoint. Ultimately, this pilot does help control the costs in our operating budget, which then allow us to enhance the affordability of the units. Having a pilot also provides us with predictability of what the taxes will be, which is important because with these projects and with rents being somewhat regulated, we are not able to adjust as market rate operators are to fluctuations in operating expenses and market driven forces as well. So having that predictability of what the tax payment will be allows us to keep our rents more level and ultimately helps us to enhance affordability.
And the state likes to see that consistency too, also, I'm sure.
They do. It shows that, support for the project at a local level as well. I did include in the packet an analysis of what the true taxes would be based on New York's real property tax law 581A. We typically, and I believe, Jack, this is the case here, that the taxes that we would pay if the project were on the tax rolls are, dependent on the income generated from the project. So that was included with the submission for review.
Okay. Any other questions?
Right. We are considering an inducement resolution today.
Correct.
Okay.
For the record,
Start with the
Yep.
secret.
yeah. Okay, for the DePaul Columbia Square project, we look for approval or consider a secret resolution relating to the DePaul Columbia Square LLP facility. So we do need a motion for that.
Okay, I'll do them separately. A motion, consider the secret resolution. Second. All in favor? Aye, opposed, so moved. Second one?
Next is to consider an inducement resolution relating to the DePaul Columbia Square LP facility, granting preliminary approval for financial assistance in the form of reduction of real property taxes for approximately 32 years, valued at $10,143,535, which financial assistance is a deviation from the agency's uniform tax exemption policy, making certain findings with respect to the facility and authorizing the agency to conduct a public hearing.
Second?
Aye.
All in favor? Aye, opposed, so moved.
John, thank you very much.
Good luck, John.
Just
Thank you,
keep us
everyone.
informed of your progress and everything so we can stay in tune with you.
Absolutely. Thank you all.
Thank you.
Take
You have
care.
a great day.
You too.
Where exactly is this?
It's Whitesboro, it's past the brewery on Whitesboro Street on the right,
Oh, okay.
In Saratoga.
I
Saratoga.
don't know where Saratoga Street is.
That's below, York, right, Saratoga?
Okay,
Yeah, I believe so.
So it's that, there's a little gas station
Yeah,
across the street
yeah, I
in
know.
there, yeah.
that'll be an improvement,
You think?
Yes.
say the least.
No,
Okay,
Matt Clark.
Matt Clark. So, as you had, again, the application package was forwarded to everyone. The Adirondack Financial is obviously in the Adirondack Bank building. On the top two floors is the training center for the Mac Clark restaurant group. They are looking to purchase the Manna property, which was the ABC Chem Dry down on Erie Street. They're going to move their training facility there, as well as there's a garage component to the building, so they'll use that for some of their fleet maintenance. ABC Chem Dry has vacated the property just because of COVID and some issues that were going along. He has decided to move out and go into a smaller space. There was a number excess space in the building that he just was not using and was not able to make it worth his time anymore. So he has moved out. He is still in the city, but just at a smaller location. I don't have anything to add from council.
No, we looked at, the issue of abandonment and determined that the space that they're vacating is gonna be taken over by the bank,
Okay.
which needs the space.
Yeah.
Right.
So there's not an issue there.
This isn't from the Harza building, right? This is from their other building.
This is
Correct.
the other building.
Correct.
Right.
Good.
I don't know, any other questions on it that I can answer?
No, what's the,
Do you wanna talk about the pilot formula?
Yeah, oh,
Yeah.
thank you. So the pilot that Manna, MANA, or ABC Chem Dry had received was based on their 2017 assessed value due to the relocation from the hospital. So I'm just kind of throwing this to Harris because he doesn't have the backstory. So anybody that was relocated due to the hospital moving into the area, we offer them a special pilot as an incentive to stay in the city.
Okay.
Okay, so part of that was to lock in at the 2017, when we proposed all this certain pilot, lock in at the 2017 assessed value. So there was three groups three companies that had moved. Two moved into existing buildings, so they kind of went just with whatever that assessment was. The assessed value for the property that Manna had bought was just vacant land at that time. So then the pilot was just based on the vacant land with no building on it. So in going through and talking with Laura a little bit, I didn't see that it was fair to provide that pilot onto the next company. So what we did was we switched them to a regular retail pilot, okay, which is 50/50, 75/75/75% of what so if their taxes were, say, $10,000, then they would pay 50%, 5,000, 5,000, and then 7,500, 7,500, 7,500.
Okay.
So we're able to gain a little bit more pilot money out of the project. they'll be looking for the sales tax exemption that we can provide to them for any other construction materials or equipment materials that they need in the structure. And I don't think they were looking for the mortgage recording.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yes.
so, oh, I see.
Not a very big pilot though.
No,
Does it make sense to them to?
It does. I mean, the building is worth it. You know, it's pretty clear span. It's pretty,
We're giving them like a $30,000.
yeah, but it fixes it, you know, I mean, so that
Yeah.
they don't have to go in.
Yeah, I mean, they got a chance, right? Or
yeah, I mean, we're gonna be getting
their
more.
job is not to decide what they wanna do, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
But we are, the city will gain considerable more taxes.
Oh, yeah, no.
You know,
for city,
during the
I think it's
year.
Good, I just thought that clerk,
Tom
whatever,
wanted to buy
zip
it.
it.
Okay, so we have,
Seeker resolution.
a number of resolutions here. So I'm gonna read the first one. We'll take each one separately. Okay, consider a resolution relating to the Manna Properties LLC facility consenting to the sale and assignment of existing leaseback documents to Mac Clark Properties LLC and authorizing the form and execution of related documents.
You get a motion?
Um,
Second?
Aye.
All in favor? Aye, opposed, so moved. Seeker?
Seeker, consider a seeker resolution relating to the Mac Clark Properties LLC facility.
Your motion? Same.
Move, yep.
Number three.
Number three, consider an inducement resolution relating to the Mac Clark Properties LLC facility, granting preliminary approval for financial assistance in the form of exemptions from sales tax valued at $10,938, exemptions from a mortgage recording tax valued at $9,000, and reduction of real property tax for a period of 5 years valued at $12,220 or $12,292, which financial assistance is consistent with the agency's uniform tax exemption policy and authorizing the agency to conduct a public hearing.
Motion. Second.
Aye.
All in favor? Aye, opposed, so moved. What else we got, Jack? Motion to-
That is it. I do have an application that I'll be reviewing for the Dunlop building. It's Hyosung to some, down on the corner of Erie and Whitesboro, I believe, right at the Yorkville line. So I received the application, but a little too late for, and that not fully complete for review by this board. So that'll be coming up at some point, or probably at the August meeting. I'll be working through that details and then passing it on to council for their review. Past that, I think we're gonna have just a nice summer. So if Harris, if you can just, kind of talk about yourself just for 30 seconds. John is a former engineer here for the city of Utica. Vin is an accountant, long time, along with his family and stuff, so.
Yeah. So my name is Harris Savage. I'm a graduate.
Paris, I'm sorry.
Savage. I'm a graduate of Crocker High School, 2005. Went to MVCC, SUNY Poly now. Moved away in 2010. Worked in northern New Jersey, New York City area for some big companies. And then right around 2018, I moved back home. Wanted to come back to Utica and want to settle back down here. Bought a house, so I'm living in South Utica and excited to be back and working here and helping out the city, and figured I'd join this board to contribute, give back to the community, so.
Good. And so you're like an engineering,
Yeah, my background is in HVAC engineering. Currently work for a software company that specializes in that field, but been doing that ever since I graduated college, so.
Great, good.
Welcome.
Welcome.
Yeah.
Thank you.
good to have you.
And this is Laura.
This is Laura.
That's Laura.
Yeah, so we're the attorneys, we're with Bob Shennick King, I'm Lydia Romano, Laura Rivero. We keep you guys out of trouble.
Right. Good luck. All right, motion to adjourn. Second.
Aye.
Ralph.
Have a great day, guys.
Two.